Would you like to know how to do video marketing on YouTube? Yeah, that's my skill set. That's the company that I've created. I produce over 60 different YouTube channels that are all massive lead generators for their businesses. And we have a very specific strategy that we follow. And what you're going to hear me talk about here is drastically different than you're going to hear anywhere else. A lot of people are going to be talking about commercials and about ads that you push out in front of people, paid ads and stuff like that. The strategy you're going to learn in this episode works way better, it's way more affordable, and it's way more effective in generating referral quality leads. Let's dive right in. Now, if you want to generate cheap leads, then you can do whatever you want. But if you want to generate referral quality leads, you need to do your video marketing in 2 stages. You need to build a relationship first, and then you can promote to them. So don't just start with promotion. You've got to build a relationship first. And the strategy you're going to learn in this episode, it works extremely well in helping you build relationships. Let's look at it as 2 stages, right? There's stage 1 and there's stage 2. Now, stage 2 is what you're most familiar with. Stage 2 is like a commercial or a promotional video. These things are really short. They're really captivating. You pack a whole lot into a short video, a short amount of time. Now, they're very, very well scripted, right? To create this short video takes a ton of work, right? It can take like months of work just to create like a 2-minute video or something like that. The main video that I have on my website, BeTheHeroStudios.com, that video is like 5 minutes long. It took me many months to create that one video. That's a promo video, and you're probably the most familiar with that type of content. And then once you have a video like that, you want to funnel everything else to it, right? So if you're doing paid traffic, that's where you'd send it to, and you feature that video on the home page of your website. But again, I'm calling this type of a video stage 2. So I'm going to focus the rest of this video on stage 1. What type of video can you create first that will build a relationship with people? So then when they do watch a stage 2 or they watch a promo video, there's already a relationship there and they're ready. If you've done any type of lead generation in your business, you know what a cold lead is and you know what a warm lead is, or you know what a referral is, okay? The comparison is very similar. If you start with stage 2, you're going to generate a lot of cold leads. If you start with stage 1 and then lead those people into stage 2, those leads will be referral quality. Now, in stage 1, the people that are going to be watching these videos, these are people who've never heard of you before, but they are searching for you. They're searching for your expertise. So this is a way of having them find you, see you as the expert, and yet they don't feel like they're being sold to. In fact, they searched for you and they found you and you're helping them. Okay, this really works well to build that relationship of trust. So did you know that right now, somewhere around the world, somebody is on their computer or on their phone and they're searching for you right now and they just can't find you? And I'm not joking. No matter what time you're watching this episode, there's somebody searching for you right now. They're going to Google or YouTube. They're typing in a question that you would be the perfect person for them to find. You have the answer to their question, but they're not finding you right now. So that's the key. That's the key. And I have a 6-ingredient strategy that I'm going to share with you on how you can really capitalize and find these people, or to actually reverse that, to have these people find you and to have your videos build a relationship with them before they then watch a promo video. Now let's go through these 6 ingredients. Okay, ingredient number 1 is leaf titles. Now, leaf titles is a phrase that I made up. I use a leaf strategy, and that comes from my tree analogy. So in quick summary, the trunk of the tree represents your core area of expertise, right? And if you were to categorize all the different things you have expertise in, that represents the branches. Well, the leaves on this tree represent very, very specific questions that people ask. Now, I do have other content on this channel that I go into a lot more depth on my leaf strategy, but the most important thing that I can share about ingredient number 1 is you need to do research to find what are the specific questions my audience is asking. You can't make this up. You can't send out a survey to your audience and ask them, hey, what questions do you have for me? That doesn't work. I'll share with you the tool that I use, but you have to do some keyword research to find the questions, okay? Then when you make an episode, ingredient number 2 is your episodes need to be 10 to 12 minutes in length, all right? So you're gonna record an answer to that question that's 10 to 12 minutes in length. Now, the good news is when you do the keyword research and you find these really long and specific questions, the more specific the question is, then actually it's easier to make a 10 to 12 minute episode. Sometimes if the question is too broad, we're like, Well, I could talk about this all day, so what am I supposed to cover in just 10 minutes? Now, ingredient number 3 is you've got to keep people's attention. So there's some things that you can do at the beginning of the video to let people know how valuable these 10 minutes are and keep them captivated, keep them interested in watching all the way to the end. Ingredient number 4 is you've got to design custom thumbnails. Thumbnails have become extremely competitive, and so instead of just uploading your video to YouTube and letting YouTube take a still image or a screenshot of a random moment of your video, you've got to create your own custom thumbnail that ideally will really create curiosity and let people know what the video is about without giving away the secret, but create curiosity and make them want to click on that to watch your video. Now, ingredient number 5, it's kind of a big one. It's a big requirement. You've got to launch 5 episodes a week. Okay, now before you turn off this video and think there's no way, there's a way where you could just launch 1 episode a week. So let me just talk about the difference of 5 episodes a week versus 1 episode a week, okay? So I produce over 60 different YouTube channels, and the channels that we are launching 5 episodes a week, and we've been doing that consistently for over a year, many of those channels produce 7 figures additional income in their business just from YouTube leads, okay? The channels that we're launching 1 episode a week, they're at earlier stages, so they might be generating 4 or 5 figures monthly, but they're not in the 7-figure annual range for their business yet. Many of those businesses have a goal of increasing the frequency on their YouTube channel, increasing from 1 episode a week to maybe 3, and then increasing to 5. Each episode that we create brings in a little trickle of traffic, okay, a little trickle of traffic to our business. And so we launch another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. So now we've got all these little trickles that when you add up the volume, it turns into a fire hose of lead generation for your business. So what is ingredient number 6? Well, after you've done those first 5 ingredients, at the end of your video, you need to give away a free gift, something that adds additional value to your viewer. So let me demonstrate, because I have a gift for you. I put together this book, and I want to give you a copy of this book for free. So this book, I go into a lot more detail than I possibly could in this episode of my leaf strategy. All 6 steps, and in fact, many of the channels that I produce, and it took me a couple years to actually get everything into this book. I put a lot of heart and time and energy into this book, and I even did it in color because I really wanted to take you behind the scenes and show you how I'm getting the results that I am on all the different channels that I produce. It is printed in color, and so the cost to print is a little bit higher than I would have liked. As long as you're willing to pay the printing and shipping cost, but then no profit to me, this is my gift to you if you go to natesyoutubebook.com. And if you just cover the printing and shipping, then this book will be on its way to you, and I will see you there.